My name's Tracy Tombides and I'm the founder of DT38. Today we're down here at Chadwell Heath Training Facility and we're here to run education and awareness workshops with the under-18s and the under-23s so that they're aware of the dangers of testicular cancer. Cheeky is the first thing that springs to my mind when I'm asked to describe Dylan. He was full of energy, full of life.
Both-footed, left foot, right foot, take free kicks with his left and his right, naturally gifted, tall, strong, powerful.
He had a good sense of humour and obviously a lot of the lads, everyone got on really well with him.
He was my strike partner for one game. He was that number 10 role. I was obviously the number 9, holding up the ball, and he was playing around me, and he was a very intelligent player.
You know, and that picture always sticks in my head of him with the skinhead and his eyebrows, gone, and he's there on the field showing, that he wanted to fight and keep fighting to be the professional footballer what he always craved to be.
In 2011, Dylan was part of the first team squad that went out to Portugal. And I say it with a smile because he was just over the moon to be included. So when he came home, he was on top of the world, and he'd found a lump not long after, and in April he went to his GP and the GP told him that he had a cyst and that people live with cysts all the time. So Dylan came back down to training. He finished the last game of the season on the bench against Sunderland, then flew out to Mexico to play in the Under-17 World Cup. And it was out in Mexico that Dylan was pulled for a random drug test.
I got told that he had a drug test and he failed it, and I was like, well, that's not my brother that I know. Found out that he had cancer.
We didn't know how to react. All we could do is be uplifting towards him when we heard.
You only wish that things could be different.
Dylan was finally diagnosed 3 months later correctly with testicular cancer, and that 3 months could have very well cost him his life. For us to be able to educate people and just show how much importance that early detection is, it's vital. There's a 96 to 98% chance of beating this disease if it's caught very, very early. But the moment you have a delay, the percentages drop significantly. The actual screening process takes about 2 minutes, and it's just an ultrasound wand that is moved across the testicles.
We put some cold jelly on the probe and onto your scrotum, and then we just gently scan up and down into the scrotum, and we can see both testicles very clearly.
I have been screened, and I think it was due to obviously DT38.
I've been screened before, and I'd screen myself every day in the shower. It's easy to do.
I've had it before, and I just got screened there and got the all clear, which was great.
The longer you wait, the longer you leave it, your odds of survival decrease massively.
It was apparent to us that not a lot of Dylan's friends and family knew about testicular cancer and what the symptoms and signs were. And we considered ourselves, fairly well-educated people, and we weren't aware. So we've made it our life's mission to raise awareness for and educate people around testicular cancer. I'm very much aware that you guys spend a lot of your time with your hands down your pants anyhow. So the idea that you get to know what's normal is really important, because when you find a lump and you identify that that's not normal, that's the time that you need to seek help. And your help can come from a parent, it can come from a sports coach, it can come from a school teacher, it can come from anybody that you want to confide in. But the most important thing is that you do something about it, because as I've reiterated before, delay is deadly. You need to get educated.
West Ham have been fantastic throughout his whole football career, during his treatment and afterwards. So they looked after him, they helped him get the right specialists, the right people, the right hospital.
I cannot speak highly enough of the club and what they did for Dylan from the moment that he was diagnosed to the moment that he was laid to rest in Australia. When I had to let the club know on the 18th of April that Dylan had passed away, for them to retire his shirt the very next day just speaks volumes about not only Dylan and the character he was and the way he conducted himself down here at the club, but just how much of a family-orientated club this, the people that are running it are.
It's extremely difficult to to speak about and to educate other people on something that's, that's happened to your son. So my admiration and, full respect for her for everything that she's done.
Tracy is an inspiration to everybody. I think what you've done with DT38 would only make Dylan so proud. Keep going. You're doing an unbelievable job between yourself and Taylor and everybody else behind the scenes at DT38 Foundation.